All right, hello everybody, Zaxter99 back with another First Impressions review. This is a game that came out yesterday called Running Riot. This is a game that's right up my alley, guys. It's brought to us by developer and publisher Party Moose Games, and it looks like their first title on Steam. And if we look at the graphics, guys, it looks like a retro kind of a twin stick shooter type game. I love these kind of games, and this one looks pretty fancy. It only have a price tag of $3. It is in early access right now, and the developer says he's not going to change the price even after it comes out of early access. I think he said about 6 months is what he expects. But it looks like a pretty cool little game, guys. We're going to see if it's worth your $3. We'll do that right after this. All right, everybody, welcome back. When we launch the game, this is what we get. So we have, it looks like our bot and some kind of a drone or bird. I don't know. Looks like a bird drone. I'm not sure. Addie's with me. Addie, you're looking at this game. What are you
hmm
thinking so far? I did play this game just for a few minutes while I was working last night. Got 13,000. I don't think I did really well, but it felt pretty good. We're going to take a closer look at it right now, though. Uh, this looks like my kind of game, huh? From what you know of me.
It definitely does. And it now you have me like hypnotized watching. It does look like a plane but shaped like a bird.
Right. So, all right, to the developer, Evan Martinez of Party Moose Games. I like the name of your developer name or whatever. The feedback is invaluable. So hopefully this video will help you make your game even better or give you at least my point on what I like and maybe something I don't like. I don't know. So right now we have the home screen, we have classes, we have commando, versatile combatant with lots of options, and this is all their secondary grad grenade, assault rifle, and I don't see any other classes. Maybe I have to earn them. I'm not sure. So maybe right here, maybe add like this one coming soon, or maybe a faded out class or whatever if you have one, like the whatever berserker or whatever, and have it faded out and say if I hover my cursor over it, say what I need to do to earn that class. I don't even know if you have any other classes in the game yet, but if you do, you probably should put them here, and at least so we can see, hey, what we can earn. That would be my suggestion there. But if we take a look at the settings, guys, I have already adjusted the audio quite a bit. The one thing I gotta say, Addy, that I liked about this game when I loaded it up is I think it's like right here by default. So usually you see games like this, and we all know how annoying that is when games, the first time you install them, have all the sliders maxed out. So thankfully, this developer here realized that, hey, he needed to, by default, set his audio sliders down. So 1920 by 1080 is the highest resolution you can go, full screen off or on, and overall quality. Looks like you have 4 options. So let's go ahead and jump into the game here and start. Right. Congratulations on getting your first game up on Steam to the developer. It's always a good feeling, I know. All right. Welcome to Running Riot. WASD to move, mouse scroll to zoom in and out. Oh, I like the ability to zoom in and out. And then escape to pause. So it is a twin stick shooter. Let me go ahead and grab my controller real quick, guys, just to make sure my controller works. It does. However, let me see, how do I shoot with the race? Okay, I cannot. This might be like a Steam setting on my controller kind of thing, but I am not firing with the right stick. So I don't know if that's an issue or what, but my right stick is not working to fire. Let me... I can move my character with left stick, but I guess I'm going to go back to my mouse and keyboard. So to really call this a twin stick shooter, I definitely would make sure that your controller is working. If they're not, well, at least for my controller right now, they are not working correctly because I cannot fire with the right stick. So we're going to go ahead and just move right here. Hold F to open the next room. And it may not even have controller support, guys. I didn't even look at the source page. We'll look at that after we get done with the game. But I would think to call it a true twin stick shooter, you would definitely want it to work with a controller for sure. Okay. Okay, so we got some baddies here. The 1 experience for every guy we kill. Okay. I love the music. I love the pizzazz and the special effects. Okay, wait, space is actually a quick dash. I like that. Level up. So this is kind of like all the Vampire Survivor-like games when, you know, when you pick up the pellets. So this isn't exactly like a Vampire Survivor-like games because we're not picking up any pellets to level up. We're just leveling up by shooting enemies. Let's gain a ring of electricity. Assault rifle has increased range or decreased dodge countdown. Let's get the electro ring. That sounds pretty cool. And I like here that it actually shows that this actually levels up into rings of power eventually. All right. Okay, so we got a healing drop over there. Okay, let's try our grenade. Right mouse button is a grenade, it says. Boing! I'm sure that's on a cooldown. It is every 5 seconds, it looks like. I like to see their health bars above their body. Oh god. Let's get another grenade out here. So this is a little bit like a Vampire Survivors-like game. I said it's a little bit different as well. Like I said, we're not picking up, you know, experience modules or anything like that, like so many Vampire Survivors-like games. So it looks like we didn't kill all the enemies. We just lasted a certain amount of time, and we move on to the next level. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. I kind of feel like you should probably have to kill all the enemies to move on to the next level. But, I mean, this is your game to the developer, so, you know, keep your vision, whatever you think. I would probably make it so you have to kill all the enemies, though, and not worry about the time. Maybe the timer would be used for bonus experience or bonus points. If you do it, you know, the faster you kill all the enemies, the more points you get, for example. Yeah, but I think I would make you have to kill all the guys if it was my game. Reduce rifle bash cooldown, increase frag grenade damage. Ooh, let's get that. Because when I launch a grenade, I want to be able to kill these bastards. Just saying. There we go. The first time I cast the grenade, the last level, I didn't kill him, so that's nice to see. We don't need the health. Or I was thinking I needed health, and I don't need it. Oh. Boom. This is actually quite fun. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed for this being this developer's first game on Steam. I'm also really impressed that this developer is humble enough to offer this game at only $3. Took a little bit of damage there. Level up.
Yep. It looks like they put a lot of work into it.
It does look like a lot of work, and it's definitely not an asset flip or anything like that, if anybody's wondering. I mean, I know asset flips when I play them. Rad Chalk, let's do chain reaction. Ooh, I like that. Wink. Oh, got stuck on something there. Oh, that TV or whatever it is. I don't think it's a TV, but some kind of a device, it looks like. So I have to last 20 more seconds. You can see that up at the top right. Time remaining to last. Yeah, I still think if this were my game, I think I would make you have to kill all the enemies. What do you think, Annie? You're watching. I mean, I feel like to earn it, like, why not make the player really earn it by having to kill everybody? But
yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, you last so long and then all the enemies blow up. I mean, that's still satisfying, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, because you go to the next level when I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, because most Vampire Survivors, they just keep flooding you.
Right. Oh, it's getting harder. Oh, so this is a different type of we have to capture. Oh, I like this.
Oh, which is why they probably have them disappear, because then you go into like a next level. Makes
right.
sense.
Yep, makes more sense now. So we have to capture this area. I'm taking more damage now. As you can see, it's definitely getting harder. Increase assault rifle damage, bloodlust, gain additional experience. Decrease frag grenade cooldown, increase radius. Let's do that one. I like it. Hop through here. There must be another area. Yeah, it's telling us where we need to go. Oh!
Mm-hmm.
We have walls. I like that.
A tunnel them.
Boom. Oh, I like this game. This game's really
Yeah.
polished, really well polished. The graphics are nice and fancy. Um, the music is a very good music choice. It fits the game perfectly, I would say. Um, I'm about dead. I don't know. Well, I got some health, and let's experience. Health is right there. Okay. Yeah, it definitely gets you on the edge of your seat here at times. And I like here that on level 3, the enemies are shooting at me as well, rather than just coming at me. So that makes it more challenging for sure. The challenge definitely beefs up really quickly in this game, guys. So it starts off a little bit easy, but as you can see right here, this is anything but easy at this point. Okay. Level up. I'm almost dead. Can I increase your maximum health? Impact. Enemies hit by frag grenade or knocked back. Recovery. Okay, let's do maximum health. Obviously, if I could get more health spawns, I would take that. Oh, I missed a health pickup. Oh, God. Yikes. I don't think I'm going to survive much longer. But that's fine because I don't want this to be like an hour-long review. But I think you guys can see, if you guys are wondering, the controls work really great with a mouse and keyboard. Phenomenal controls and response time and stuff like that. This is a fun little game. This is a nice little gem for $3, guys. It's underpriced at that. I think the developer deserves more than $3 for this game, but I get it. Hey, there's a lot of competition. He probably wants to get sales rather than. So we lasted the amount of time. We're moving on to room 3 of 8. So we can hold F. It looks like we do not get restoration on our health between levels, so yeah, that adds to the challenge as well. Under arrest, survive. Oh, I like this. So like now we're on a street with like cop cars and stuff like that. So I like the variety in the level design here. Boom. I got 1 health left. I'm almost dead. What do we got? Bloodlust. Rings of power. Gain an additional electro ring or larger radius. Let's do that. Oh. Boom. This is so much fun. Oh, I just got hit by a bullet. Damn it, I was too focused on the guy top shooting him. 18,600, not a great score for my first round, but hey, I got to level 4 or room 4 my first time. And I wanted to make this a pretty quick video, so this is perfect for that. So guys, we can go back to the exit main menu. And then I'm assuming that at some point there will be other classes that you can pick because it looks like this is the only one right now. Let's go back, guys, and let's go to quit. And let's take a look here at the Steam page, if we would. And when we look at the Steam page, we see that it is in early access. 4 to 6 months is what he expects. He's going to have more classes, more playable classes, more levels, more enemies and abilities, more room types, and ways challenge players in ways they haven't seen in a twin stick shooter. So as we can see right here, guys, the controller is not something that is a feature of the game, so it does not have like even partial controller support. So in my opinion, to the developer, I'd probably twin stick shooter, to be a twin stick shooter, proper twin stick shooter, you need to have full controller support. Your right stick on the controller definitely needs to be which way and direction you're shooting in that. So I don't know if you could technically call this a twin stick shooter without it not even having full controller support. So you might look at that. That would be my only real gripe here. Other than that, I love this game. I think this is a phenomenal value at $3. I like it, guys, and if you like this kind of game, I think you're going to be very pleased with what you get here for your $3. You can't even buy a cup of coffee, going to work or whatever at a coffee place for $3. Even like a half a cup would cost you more than $3, I think. I mean, to get a game that has a lot of replayability, games like this definitely have a lot of replayability. That's why I like these kind of games. And this one is super smooth, super polished, great. Response time, great control, stuff like that. And if I was a developer, I would just work on adding controller support. I think that's the first thing I'd do, and then work on adding more content, more playable classes, more levels, and stuff like that. But get that twin stick shooter, being proper with controller support. I think that would be the first thing I'd focus on. As advice from an indie developer myself to you, I definitely think this game needs controller support. Uh, Other than that, maybe leaderboards and achievements would be nice as well. So you can see how your score stacks up to other people on Steam or your friends. That would be good. And then obviously some achievements. A lot of people love the achievements in games, and some people that will be the only reason they'll buy a game is for the Steam
I'm
achievements.
an achievement person,
Yeah,
just saying.
Addie likes achievements, and also Addie is very competitive, much like me. So, for
Right.
example, if I don't think, even though Addie likes these kind of games, I don't think Addie will buy this. But if you had leaderboards, I'm talking to the developer, if you had Steam leaderboards on this game, then I have a feeling she might just buy this game just so she could play and try to beat my score.
That and the achievements.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. A lot of times, gameplay, that's what I do, and to support people. Sometimes I'll buy a game for you guys just to buy it,
hmm
just because I feel that they need the support, because too many people look past these games.
Addie, from what you're seeing on a scale of 1 to 100, what would you put the score at?
For this game,
hmm
me personally, I would probably say a 75.
Okay.
And the only thing, I am not a big fan of the neon. I think it looks great, but for me with my eyes, it does make my eyes blurry a little bit
Right.
because of the brightness on there, but I mean that's very minimal.
Right, so that might be a good idea for you. I know people as they do get older, like myself, like Addie or whatever. We grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, playing video games and stuff like that. So sometimes these really bright, it looks awesome. It's going to definitely appeal to the younger generation and stuff like that. But maybe just making an option so the brightness level of the neon effects aren't so bright to the developer. That might be a good option to put in your settings, is to kind of tone down the neon effects or the brightness of the neon effects. Or maybe you just turn them off altogether so it just looks like a basic game and no neon effects at all. Maybe just neon effects, turn them off or on. Don't know how hard that would be for you, but that would be a nice option for people that, the neon might cause their eyes to start burning after playing a little bit. So there's just some suggestions. I hope you can go with that. Controller support would be the first thing I'd work on. Um, Steam leaderboards and achievements. Even if you only have like 12 achievements or something like that, that could be really cool to add in the game. And you could even do simple things like first death or first time you killed all the mobs before the timer ran out would be a nice achievement. Kill all the mobs before the timer runs out. Things like that could definitely be nice achievements. And you don't need a whole lot of them. Just people like games with achievements. Seeing leaderboards would be really cool. Also, being able to see the scores within the game is a nice touch. And then, like she said, maybe being able to turn down the neon effects so they're not so bright
I
and
mean, because
hard on the
it's
eyes.
really cool looking, don't get me wrong. It's just, I know with me, my eyes, they burn, but I like the coloring because I am an 80s kid with the neons. I
Right,
used to
they're
love the
party.
neon.
Yeah, it definitely has that retro look for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Addie says Addie hasn't played it yet, so she doesn't. She's not feeling exactly how responsive the controls are, or that kind of thing. But her 75 is probably pretty accurate because I know her pretty well. Even I myself, because I am such a retro nerd, I'm definitely going to give this game an 85%. And then because you have priced this game so well, I do think value is a part of my scoring. I've always added value as a part of my
Mm-hmm.
scoring because the game is so well priced and so customer friendly. I like that you've only priced this at $3 to the developer. I'm going to up my score from an 85 to a 90%. Not quite good enough to make us extras any gold, but you have definitely made a kick-ass games. What is it? What do I call it now? Kick-ass games, or what do I call it, Eddie? Badass games.
Oh,
Badass games, I think it is.
badass
Yeah,
games.
badass games. So you will make badass games. It looks like number 6 with this game. A 90% is a very respectable score. And again, the reason I'm giving this game a 90% is because I feel like this is at least a $5 or $6 game offered at half that price right now on Steam. And if you like these twin stick shooter kind of games, if you like games like this, then definitely jump in full force, with this one. I think you're going to like it. And remember, you always do have that 2 hour or 2 week refund on Steam, so you can always get your $3 back if you're worried about that, the money to buy yourself half a cup of coffee. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure you buy, not be sure you buy this game. Be sure you comment down below and let me know if you buy this game, if this video has inspired you to go out and buy Running Riot, and what you think overall of these kind of games or this particular game. I would love to know. We'll see you in the next video, everybody. Take care.